Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. You look at the Nuggets. Right now, they've compiled the third-best record in the conference.
And I think for Denver, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now this is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Murray out there with Johnson. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Jones. And it's Watson in at the 4 slot. And for the Cavaliers, the big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. The highly skilled guard pair of Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. And as the NBA season rolls on, GA, what's one of the biggest challenges this time of the schedule?
I'd say maintaining your level. It's so hard to be consistent throughout the season, and it's really about the mental side of the game. It's so tough to stay locked in.
Jokic, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And here's Garland for 3. Here's Denver now. Pass to Watson. Here's Johnson. Murray outside. Jokic with a screen on Mitchell. 4 on the clock. Murray the pass to Johnson. Offline with his 3. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
Outside, Jones. Back to Murray. And they double up Murray. Jones kicks to Murray. Over Garland. Here's Jokic. Kicks it out to Jones. Murray outside. Tries again. Jarrett Allen grabs the miss.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, this summer, the entire Cavaliers executive front office staff received multi-year contract extensions. Over the last 3 years, Cleveland has had the 3rd best record in the association. Guys, and there's a sense that a culture is being created that is permeating every level of this organization.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. Mitchell wide open. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Mitchell's got 5.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Checked in for Mitchell. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Denver. Jokic with his screen on Garland. Murray the pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Just 5 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jarrett Allen.
Too big, too skilled. Jokic just methodically breaks you down. He's a very unique player.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
This has truly been a special era, Clark, for this Nuggets franchise.
You know, it has been. There's no denying it. Over the last 5 years, they've held the second-best regular season record after the Celtics. Of course, the franchise got its first NBA title in 2023, thanks to the all-time greatness of Nikola Jokic.
Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
Allen outside. And then Allen slams it in.
And, you know, guys, all it takes is inside positioning. As soon as you give Allen that, it's pretty much a wrap.
Murray with the bounce pass. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Hardaway with a wide-open look. Kept alive. Jokic outside Hardaway. Drops in the tray.
This is Hardaway Jr.'s bread and butter. Really lethal off the catch.
Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them. Denver making a switch here. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Evan Mobley.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
1:43 left in the first quarter. Pass to Tyson. Screen by Bryant. Denver grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Here's Mitchell. Poked away. The Nuggets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Outside Hardaway. Screen by Valanciunas. From outside, off the mark.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Wade, a screen on Johnson. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And another miss by Cleveland. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Denver. Hardaway for 3. That shot missing. Mitchell with it. Jacks up a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Mitchell's got 8.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Mitchell. Wade out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Tyson in at the small forward position. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Kevin, back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Brown. Pass to Murray. Denver passing it around. Here's Tyson. Fires for 3. The rebound by Nance. Inside. And it's Wade with the jam.
You know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Cavaliers with some changes. Tomlin's checked in, and it's Garland in for Donovan Mitchell. And so here's Denver, trailing by 4. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. It'll be just the 5th of this long 7-game road trip. Jokic against Wade. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Brown, and he banks in the layup.
Brown knew exactly what he wanted to do in there and finished inside.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And this summer, Carmelo Anthony inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The former 3rd overall pick by Denver back in 2003.
And he played 7.5 seasons with the Nuggets, his longest stretch with any team, representing them 4 times in the All-Star game.
Here's Murray, the Cavaliers making the shot. And here's Jokic. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Wade with the defensive effort. The Cavaliers leading by 4. To the inside. Tomlin. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
So it's Denver now. The Cavaliers making the shot. And Jokic throws it down.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Pass to Tyson. Here's Tomlin, covered by Johnson. Wade, good.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. For the Nuggets, Aiden Watson comes in for Hardaway, and Jones subbed in for Jamal Murray. Last game for the Cavaliers, they picked up the W against the Suns. Lets a floater go, and Mitchell with the layup. Mitchell's got the lead up to 7 out for Cleveland.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
Jokic sets the screen for Jones. Inside is Jokic territory.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
1:22 left in the first half of basketball. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now, here's Jokic. 6 points for him. 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Got it right back and converts. Nikola Jokic.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint. After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Outside Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Mobley looking it over. Outside Garland. Allen dishes to Garland. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Outside Jones. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cavaliers lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Please bring your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drop. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Tonight's featured game sees the Cleveland Cavaliers in a tight one.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Nets matchup, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know, that's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The Nuggets trail by 3. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Second half is underway, and here's who David Adelman's got on the floor. They've got Jones. Cameron Johnson is out there with Murray. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now Murray. Following DeAndre Hunter's three-point attempt. Connects from three-point range.
Well, Murray absolutely has that range. He just needs to find the look he likes, and he'll knock it down.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor. Nothing
like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 8. Johnson, the pass to Jokic. Excellent D there from Allen. Cleveland leading by 3. In the corner, it's Hunter. Lined up there for Allen. Jokic with the steal. Murray outside. Outside, Jones. Denver passing it around. Jokic kicks to Murray. Pass to Watson. Fires from deep. Denver gets it back. Mobley against Murray. Back to Watson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And it's Jokic missing. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Garland, the pass to Mobley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And Cleveland making a change here. Merrill's checked in, and a switcher also for Denver. Hardaway's checked in. No good on that one. Greg, last season, the Cavaliers with 64 wins. That's the 3rd most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment, then losing in the 2nd round. They knew they'd be criticized and acknowledged they need to be tougher mentally.
Now here is Hardaway. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Hudson for 3. And another miss by Denver. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Since the 2nd half started, they've only given up 3 points. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Number 45, Donovan Mitchell.
Allen finds Merrill. Back to Allen. And here is Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Johnson wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Mobley outside. Pass to Hunter. Allen, a screen on Johnson. Mitchell outside. Over Hardaway. The wing jumper off target.
Operating from mid-range. That's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Back to Murray. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Hudson for 3. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Boy, not surprised to see great passes from Jokic. I mean, that's one of his best attributes. In fact, you expect that kind of greatness from the multi-time MVP.
Back to Mobley. Pass to Merrill. Cleveland moving it around. Hunter for 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Outside Hardaway. Now here's Watson. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Pass to Mitchell. Mobley a screen on Hardaway. The Cavaliers with another miss.
With no D around, you expect him to knock down that midi.
Now Murray. We've got 33 seconds left in the 3rd. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Cleveland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Merrill finds Mobley. Here's Hunter. Here's Merrill. It's the three-point bomb. Merrill's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. To the middle. Here's Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Cavaliers ahead, leading by just 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. Then it's Ball. Then there's Wade. And it's Tyson in at the power forward. So that's his on the floor for the Cavaliers. Hardaway goes in. Quick shot there, and it's off target. The Cavaliers leading. Mitchell outside. Wade a screen on Murray. There's Ball with the 3, and it's Denver with the rebound. Now Hardaway. Pass to Brown. Now Valanciunas. Wade is covering. Here's Najee. Now here's Murray. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. To the paint. Here's Wade. The shot off that time. Nice D from Valanciunas. Murray against Ball. Inside. Here's Najee. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to Mitchell for the 3. The Cavaliers with another miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Brown the pass to Valanciunas. Now Murray. Floats one. Rebound by Mitchell.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Three-pointer. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Coming out of the break, he has been ice cold. I mean, walking without shoes in Antarctica cold. Wow.
Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And it's Wade. That time on the assist by Ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Peyton Watson comes in for Zeke Naji. Jones checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Johnson subbed in for Brown. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points on the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. And again, Denver, no good.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him that he's up off the threes.
Now, here's Mitchell. Got a hand on it. On the wing, Murray. Covered by Mobley. Jones outside. Outside Jokic. 5 to shoot. Watson the screen. The 3 doesn't go. The Cavaliers leading. Mitchell gets it inside.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Garland against Murray. And the 3 misses.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
Outside Garland. Here's Hunter. Stolen by Jones. Now Jokic. Johnson sets the screen for Murray. Jokic against Allen. Shot clock at 6. A shot from 20. And it misses. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. It's Garland. And get the 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. Murray can be trusted to deliver much in the clutch. Not afraid of these moments.
Garland looking it over. Outside Hunter. Mobley fires. Missed on the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
On the wing, Murray. Guarded by Garland. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead right there. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
With 2 shots, Darius Garland.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That's a big make. Now a 3 will only tie it.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
tie it up. And he does not hit. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Making all of those, putting this game in the refrigerator.
Denver calls timeout. They're down by 5. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Murray. Down he goes for 3.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, DeAndre Hunter taking 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.